Well, meanwhile, Iran's biggest protests in nearly a decade have been getting encouragement from its major political rivals, the US and Israel. More on that from Jacqueline Voga.
What began as discontent over economic hardship and alleged corruption in Iran has evolved into massive nationwide anti- and pro-government demonstrations. Iran's president came out saying citizens have the right to protest as long as it's done peacefully.
In
recent days, we have witnessed protests. Everyone must be aware of this point, that we are a free nation, and according to the Constitution and human rights, the people are absolutely free to criticize the government and even protest. We, the government, will definitely not tolerate some protesters who want to destroy public property or disrupt public discipline and create turmoil in society.
That's amid hundreds of arrests, violent clashes, and even deaths. And the conflict has now spread beyond Iran's borders as international powers give their 2 cents. Donald Trump unleashed a stream of tweets on the issue, accusing the Islamic Republic of corruption, human rights violations, and squandering the nation's wealth on sponsoring terrorism. Hassan Rouhani hit back at his American counterpart, saying Washington has no right to act as if it sympathizes with Iranians, when Trump not long ago called their country a nation of terrorists.
Iran, a terrorist nation like few others.
But if you look closely, Trump has ever so slightly adjusted his rhetoric. He shifted the blame solely on the government while calling for change. Of course, we've known for quite a while what kind of change the Trump administration would like to see in Iran.
Our policy towards Iran is to push back on this hegemony, contain their ability to develop, obviously, nuclear weapons, and to work towards support of those elements inside of Iran that would lead to a peaceful transition of that government. Those elements are there, certainly, as we know.
So Trump may be hoping these protests will be the perfect opportunity to achieve just that. But he's not the only one chiming in. The Israeli government has voiced encouragement for the anti-government protests.
Brave Iranians are pouring into the streets. They seek freedom, they seek justice, they seek the basic liberties that have been denied to them for decades. And when this regime finally falls, and one day it will, Iranians and Israelis will be great friends once again. I wish the Iranian people success in their noble quest for freedom.
And what's even more surprising is what's happening on his own doorstep. Sunday saw thousands gather in Tel Aviv for a 5th week of anti-government corruption demonstrations. Just last week, over 10,000 protested throughout Israel, yet the media and Trump have all but ignored them.
The Israeli, probably they're working very hard with the American to destabilize and to counter Iran. And basically, the decision has been very clear and vocal by the Israeli. They want the United States to actually attack Iran militarily. So if they can use some incitement, they will do, but they know they can leave it to the United States to do the work on behalf of them in the end.
Backing protests abroad but ignoring mass demonstrations in your and your allies' backyards? It may be a new year, but good luck waiting for a new approach from the US or Israel on that.